to put more televisions into them.
So the ship puts the empty boxes back on deck and sails back to Asia.
It's a continuous loop. Full boxes go one way, empty boxes come back.
Now, what happens when you add 3 extra weeks of travel time around Africa?
The ships are on the water for much longer.
Which means the empty boxes take much longer to get back to Asia.
Exactly. Suddenly, a factory in Taiwan has thousands of computers ready to be sold to the world.
They are ready to go. They bring them to the port.
But the port tells them, "We are sorry, we do not have any empty metal boxes for you."
Where are the boxes? The factory owner asks.
The boxes are stuck on a ship that is currently sailing slowly around the bottom of Africa. The port answers.
So the factory in Taiwan has to stop working.
They cannot send their products. They cannot make money.
The conflict far away did not just delay the things coming to them, it stopped them from sending their own products out.
The synchronized swimming team has completely crashed.
It is a disaster.
The delay compounds itself.
Compounds. That means it builds up and gets worse and worse.
Yes. One late ship makes the next ship late, which makes the factory late, which makes the store empty.
And when stores are empty, but people still want to buy things well, we are back to our favorite word.
Inflation. High demand and low supply.
Right. If there are 10 buyers but only 1 computer available because the rest are waiting for empty boxes, the store will raise the price of that 1 computer.
It is a double hit.
A double hit.
You pay more because the fuel costs more. And you pay more again because the shipping detour caused a shortage.
The faraway conflict hits your wallet twice.
This is the reality of the connected world. The lines on the map truly do not matter when it comes to the economy.
The conflict between the United States and Iran is not just a news story on your television.
No. It is the reason your grocery bill is higher, your scooter costs more to run, and your online orders are delayed.
You know, it can feel very overwhelming.
Yes, it is a lot to think about.
It can make you feel small, like you have no control over your own life.
Because decisions made by politicians and generals on the other side of the planet are changing your daily reality.
It is a heavy topic.
It is, and it is completely normal to feel overwhelmed by it. But our source material from the Commute English podcast offers a very important shift in perspective here.
Yes, the notes leave us with a very gentle human thought.
They do. They remind us that because we are all connected, we all share the same hopes.
The exact quote from the notes is, "It reminds us that the world is connected. We all hope for peace soon."
Peace. It is easy to think of peace as just a nice idea, a word we use in songs.
But today we have proven that peace is actually a physical, economic necessity.
Peace is practical.
Practical, yes. When there is peace, the ocean highways are open.
Ships take the shortcut. Time is saved.
When there is peace, workers can safely pump oil. The supply is steady.
The fear disappears from the futures market.
And when fear disappears, the price of fuel drops.
The farmer pays less for the tractor.
The truck driver pays less for gas.
The supermarket lowers the price of the carrot.
The app algorithm lowers the delivery fee.
The empty boxes arrive on time. The factory stays open.
Peace is what makes the global economy function smoothly.
We hope for peace, not just because we care about the safety of people far away, although that is the most important reason, but because our own well-being is tied directly to their stability.
If they are not safe, we are not stable.
That is the ultimate lesson of the connected world.
It really is. Now, before we finish our deep dive today, there is one more very practical idea from our source material that we need to discuss.
Yes, and it is specifically for you, the language learner.
I love this part. The notes introduce a concept called pocket time.
Pocket time. Let us explore what this means.
Okay, let's define it.
A pocket is small. It holds tiny things like keys or a few coins. It does not hold big, heavy objects.
Right. And in your daily life, you have big blocks of time.
You sleep for 8 hours. You work or study for 8 hours.
Those are like heavy backpacks. You cannot easily change them.
But between those big blocks of time, you have small moments.
Small moments, like you wait for the subway train for 5 minutes.
You stand in line to buy a coffee for 4 minutes. You sit on a bus for 15 minutes.
That is pocket time. Small pieces of time that you usually fill by scrolling randomly on your phone.
Or just staring out the window.
Yeah. The source notes encourage you to use this pocket time deliberately, especially for language learning.
Many people think that to learn English, you need a big block of time.
Like you need to sit at a desk for 2 hours with a heavy textbook.
That helps, of course. But adults are busy. You might not have 2 hours.
But everyone has pocket time.
And learning a language is actually about repetition.
Repetition. Doing something over and over.
Yes. It is about seeing a word many times in different contexts.
So how do we use pocket time to understand everything we discussed today?
Well, tomorrow morning, when you are standing on the train platform waiting for your ride to work, look around you.
Use those 3 minutes.
Look at the shoes the person next to you is wearing. Look at the phone in your hand. Look at the plastic cup holding your tea.
Ask yourself the questions we talked about today. Where did this come from?
How many ocean highways did it travel?
Did it go through the shortcut door, or did it have to take a detour around Africa?
And as you think about those connections, practice the English vocabulary we used.
Try to recall the words and say them quietly to yourself, or write them in a note on your phone.
Think about the word inflation.
Remember the carrot. Connect the English word to the real-life example of the farmer's tractor fuel and the supermarket price.
Think about the word detour.
Remember the ship that could not go through the dangerous water and had to sail a longer way?
Think about algorithm.
Remember the computer changing the price of your noodle delivery because it read the news about global oil?
If you do this, if you use 5 minutes of pocket time twice a day to connect English words to the real world around you, your brain will lock those words in permanently.
You will not just memorize a dictionary definition. You will understand how the word lives and breathes in the global economy.
It changes the way you see the world.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, a boring commute is a chance to observe the synchronized swimming team in action.
I love that. Small moments hold immense learning potential.
Me too.
All right, we have covered a massive amount of ground today. We started at a gas pump in Taipei and sailed all the way around the continent of Africa.
It is time to synthesize what we have learned. Let us review the 3 main takeaways from this deep dive.
Okay, let's recap nicely and slowly. Takeaway number 1 is about energy dependence.
Yes, many major Asian economies are manufacturing giants, but lack natural resources. They must buy oil from the Middle East.
And when conflict creates fear in the global markets, the price of that future oil spikes immediately.
This means buying gas for your everyday scooter or car costs you more money the very same day.
That is the first major connection. Takeaway number 2 is the domino effect of inflation.
Expensive fuel means expensive transport. The truck moving vegetables costs more to run. The factory making fertilizer costs more to run.
And this extra cost is passed down the line until it reaches you. Everything you buy costs more money because the underlying energy is more expensive.
And finally, takeaway number 3 is the physical disruption of shipping.
Conflict creates dangerous choke points on the ocean highways.
To stay safe and avoid massive insurance fees, huge cargo ships must take long detours.
And this detour causes a supply chain slowdown. Products take weeks longer to arrive.
And worse, it traps empty shipping containers on the wrong side of the world, preventing factories in Asia from exporting their new goods.
Which creates shortages and drives prices up even further.
Those are the mechanics. That is how the invisible strings of the connected world are pulled.
We hope that by breaking these big ideas down into simple steps, you feel more informed.
We hope the next time you see a news headline about a faraway conflict, you do not just scroll past it.
We hope you understand exactly how it might show up on your grocery receipt next week. Knowledge is power, especially when you can apply it to your daily life.
Before we sign off, we want to leave you with one final provocative thought.
Something for you to ponder during your pocket time tomorrow.
We spent this entire deep dive talking about how a conflict over there affects you right here.
We proved that distance is an illusion.
But remember the synchronized swimming team. The connections go in every direction.
If they are connected to us, we are connected to them.
So here is the question for you to consider. If we know that a faraway event can cross oceans and change your daily life,
how do your everyday choices here in Asia cross the ocean and affect someone else's life far away?
Think about what you buy. Think about the energy you use. Think about the companies you support.
If the world is truly a single web, your peaceful actions must vibrate across the strings too. How can your daily habits create positive ripples on the other side of the planet?
It is a profound question. It flips the perspective from feeling like a victim of global events to realizing you are an active participant in the global system.
Think deeply about that. We want to thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive.
We know we covered complex systems today, but you stayed with us, and your English comprehension is growing stronger with every new concept.
It has been a true privilege being your guides through this material. Keep practicing, keep using that pocket time, and keep observing the connected world around you.
Stay safe out there. Keep hoping for peace and keep learning. We will be analyzing new source material soon. and we look forward to exploring it with you.
Until our next deep dive.
Take care.